Hello, my beautiful people. This is Mrs. Z. Today we're going to talk about angles. So, you have to know that angle lives in a circle and it's actually part of a circle. So, first angle that we will create is called acute, little acute angle. So, it's going to be made of two arrays. So, if I make one array, like this one here, and our start point, it could be A, and then I will make array by drawing the line. Okay, so sorry you don't see that. Move it to the right so you can do that. So here is the array, and I can also label another point on array, so it could be AB array. Okay, and then I will go and create 30 degrees angle um, on this. So I said 30, so there you go. Maybe you could do 40. How about that? Okay, so what it's important to know is when we are drawing measuring angles, we find the center of the circle, that's point, and then we will find that our ray is matching to the line on our protractor. And then when that line is on our AB array, we will consider that as a zero line. And then we look where the numbers here are 880. So it doesn't make sense that I start counting from 180. But here is the 10, 20, 30, 40. So I am right here. So I can put the dots right there. So I'm going all the way to 40. And I'm going to put the dot right there to make mark on 40 degrees. All I need now is to connect that dot with point A, and that will be my second ray that creates my angle. And I can make array, and that I can also make point 2. So AB, let's do that like S. I don't really care what kind of letters you can be by the names. So SAB is our angle, and our angle is 30 degrees. So we can really mm, color this like, and if you like to see, it's really, if I make a little arc, I can open my paper. No, I don't have room, but that's okay. I can even make a little arc. That will be enough big. Okay. And you can see that my circle, my part of my angle belongs to part of a circle. Okay. So that's it. So I got it, and this is reflex angle, the rest of the circle, and this is angle that we have. So we can make a little arc, and we can write inside that we have a 40 degrees. But all this angle is actually, it's really, I could color all the way because angle, it's all this. It goes forever and ever, and it could be as far as these arrows go. So that is my acute angle. So I'm going to make that, and I'm going to write acute in the center. So the name of this, why we call acute angle, is because it's a smaller than 90 degrees. If we want to see what 90 degrees is, we can use our ruler and we can put it on, and the straight line will show this should be a line if that is a right angle. So its angle is much smaller than right angle 90 degrees. We also can use the paper sticker because that shows us if that's in, and then our angle is much less, this much less than the 90 degrees. So our angle is acute angle. Okay, and now we're going to construct right angle. So acute angle, we can measure, or we can label angle like a little V and with a line, and then we can say angle S. We start with a farther point, S A B. So angle SAB is equals to 40 degrees. Okay, now we're going to do the right angle. So let me see this way. So I'm gonna again make a line. This would be my one ray, and starting point, maybe letter L and letter M. And then we will have, you can use right angle if you want to, right triangle to build this, or we will use compass, so we can do that with the compass. So we'll make and then we'll find that that's a 0. Our angle all goes to 90, and the point is right there. So I can make the line straight. I can connect to that, or I can just stop on halfway if I don't want to all the way to the goal. So I can say that this is maybe KLM angle, and we label angle 90 degrees with the right square that it's drawn there. So all this is a right angle. So kids don't understand that the angle means that all the space that is taking, this is all a right angle. So it's not just this little, it's all, and it could be in the shape, or it's just the angle that takes that space. Okay, so just like to color the, so you will see that angle is taking all that space, and called right angle. Right angle. And so we can say angle KLM is equals 90 degrees. That's called right angle. And this one is called acute angle. Okay, so now we have acute, less than 90 degrees, 90 degrees, right angle, and then we can go and create obtuse angle, which we're gonna do that right here. Okay. Just make that okay. So I'm gonna make a line here, and we'll start somewhere right here. So that would be my point, starting point, and that could be like Z, ZY. Okay, and then I wanted my obtuse angle is an angle that is bigger than 90 degrees. So I'm going to take and I'm going to go and measure from 0 all the way to 120 degrees. So I would like my angle to be 120 degrees. So I measure, let me see if I can move it. Yeah, you can see it. And I can connect. This can be a point Y. So YZ, oops, that twice Y. Okay, wow, but that one XZY. Why not? X and Z on Y. So this is my obtuse angle. I can also show you that how we can label. We label with so arc that I can use even my compass if I want to make a circle around, so you can see why this is obtuse angle, because it has a bigger part of whole circle. It's bigger than 90 degrees, so we usually label with the line part of a circle with arrows, because we can measure angle from this side to y, or from y, zy to zx, and then all measure will be 120 degrees, and this is called obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. I call him big fat obtuse angle, because it's a bigger than 90 degrees. How we can prove it's bigger than 90 degrees? We can take our ruler, and you should see the 90 degrees. If it's 90, it would be right here. These lines would be lines should be right here, but then it's a bigger than. Or we can use our sticker, and we can fit the sticker here, right there. And you see, this is right angle. If it's right angle, that would be that much. But then it's for this yellow part bigger than 90 degrees. So it's 120 degrees. And we'll call obtuse angle. Okay, like a bigger obtuse angle. And the last but not least is the straight angle. And straight angle is the angle that is a half a circle. So we can draw that right here. So we can draw the line, and that will be this time the mid of the circle will be right in the middle, and then we can see that our arrows are like open hands. It goes from all the way from the around till the other side, which is really half of the circle. If I take my compass and make the circle around my center, okay, it can show you that the straight angle goes from this point all the way to the next, and it practically takes all half the circle. And that is straight angle. We label it as an arc with arrows, and we write 180 degrees, and the name is straight angle. Straight angle. Here we go. We create angles. We create sample for acute little angle that is less than 90 degrees. We create a right angle that is exactly right, 90 degrees. We create obtuse angle that, and we can label obtuse angle, we forget that. So angle x, z, and y is equal to 120 degrees. And then here also we can label both points. So in the center, so if the O is here, and what letter I didn't use, like R, O, P, so that would be our angle, R, O, P is equals 180 degrees. Okay, 108. And that will be for today for four kinds of angles. Thank you very much. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you being with me. Love you, and bye.